Roonie had always been passionate about bodybuilding. He loved the feeling of pushing his body to the limit and seeing the results of his hard work. He had dreamed of becoming a professional bodybuilder since he was a kid, and he had been training hard for years to make that dream a reality. Growing up, Roonie was always fascinated by the muscular physiques of professional bodybuilders that he saw on TV and in magazines. He would spend hours studying their training routines and diets, trying to learn everything he could about how they built their incredible bodies. As he got older, Roonie began to take his own training more seriously. He started going to the gym regularly and following a strict diet plan. He was determined to make his mark in the world of bodybuilding, and he worked tirelessly to achieve his goals. Roonie's dedication paid off. He began to see results quickly, building up his muscles and transforming his physique. He started to enter local bodybuilding competitions, and he won several of them, gaining a reputation as a rising star in the world of bodybuilding. But one day, everything changed. While he was lifting weights, he felt a sharp pain in his arm. He tried to ignore it and continued with his workout, but the pain only got worse. The next day, Roonie woke up unable to move his arm without excruciating pain. He went to see a doctor, and the diagnosis was devastating. He had torn his bicep tendon, and he would never be able to lift weights again. Roonie was heartbroken. Bodybuilding had been his life, and now it was taken away from him. He felt lost and unsure of what to do next. He started to withdraw from his friends and family, feeling embarrassed and ashamed of his injury. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Roonie struggled to come to terms with his injury and the loss of his passion. He felt like a failure, like he had let himself and everyone who had supported him down. But as time went on, Roonie began to see things differently. He realized that bodybuilding was not the only thing that defined him as a person. He had other interests and passions, and he started to explore them more deeply. Roonie began to spend more time with his family, reconnecting with them after months of isolation. He took up reading, devouring books on a wide range of topics, from history to science to philosophy. He also started volunteering at a local gym, helping others with their workouts and sharing his knowledge and expertise. At first, it was hard for Roonie to be back in a gym, surrounded by the equipment and the people who reminded him of what he had lost. But as he began to help others, he found a new sense of purpose and fulfillment. Slowly but surely, Roonie found a new sense of purpose and meaning in his life. He realized that his injury was not the end of his story, but a new beginning. He continued to work on his physical fitness, focusing on exercises that didn't involve lifting weights. And while he would never compete as a bodybuilder again, he found joy and fulfillment in helping others achieve their fitness goals. Roonie's injury taught him an important lesson about resilience and finding new paths in life. While it was a difficult journey, it ultimately led him to a new sense of purpose and fulfillment that he never thought was possible. He realized that he was more than just a bodybuilder and that there was so much more to life than lifting weights. Looking back, Roonie was grateful for his injury. It had forced him to confront his own limitations and to rediscover his passions and interests. He knew that his journey was far from over, but he was excited to see where it would take him next. Roonie had learned that setbacks and obstacles were a natural part of life, but it was up to him to choose how to respond to them. With a renewed sense of purpose and a newfound appreciation for the journey, Roonie was ready to embrace whatever came next. He knew that life was full of ups and downs, but he was confident that he could face anything that came his way. As he looked out over the gym, watching the other people working hard on their fitness goals, Roonie smiled. He knew that he was exactly where he was meant to be, and that he was making a difference in the lives of others. And that, he realized, was all that really mattered.